In the early morning, women began to work in two ways, but found that their houses were being populated in unanticipated see. See this curtain, the desperation of the two, but more desperate is behind. Through observation, the surroundings are seamless, with no cigarette and no help. This is also the case of women who began to bury their husbands. A good one-time travel has become a disaster, and there is no bitterness to make it possible. Be smooth. Men are expected to search for materials, but they are seriously injured in their legs and are simply unable to take up. This is a difficult task that falls only on the wife. After a woman wearing a lens of diving lenses, it is good to find water in the water. No one, he found half in the bottom of the house water bottles in a bag. Because of long periods of submergence, women have long been exhausted, and he can only catch up with one voice. And after complimenting the water divide, both men and women had a sense of mind and were playing a laugh. They do not know, however, because of the blood of men in the legs, intensiveness will also be given to both. The afternoon, a sudden on-the-clock aircraft, a healthy woman, rushed to the sky meeting to try to attract the attention of aircraft. However, because the aircraft are too long, it is simply not found that a minor Tang woman can only be abandoned. Abruptly, he discovered the money raised on the floor, which could be thought of. Smoking to attract the attention of the aircraft, which makes it possible to find that they may be able to fly directly after a busy cell, but not at wood spots. The only opportunity was to shatter. Women were disillusioned, she lost her voice and strangled. But this is not something, and, more unfortunately, is behind. As a result of the situation in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, there is too much heat on the side of the sea to burn two things, and the wife suddenly discovers that his government has become unconscious because of severe water shortages. For the purpose of men, he found a bottle, then crowded the water above a white shell, and then gave the unconscious husband. This may be the case. The woman appears to have discovered what he stayed before him, who was not far away from the scene, or who was in order to have a person on board. Women catch up with crops and find flammable items intended to use lens to ignite these timber, thereby attracting cargo ships. Note. Because of the solar size, the thinkers quickly ignited the cassava. This is a sudden discovery by women that the cargo boat is missing. See the situation, women and husbands the rush to assemble all timber, but it remains unattended to attract the mainstay of the cargo ships, but the flames are becoming more and more powerful, and they can only be forced to use their bags. In the face of the attempt to take the flames of fire, the more they are now, the two people are looking for the burial sea. Their lives are dangerous.